spinning in slow, hypnotic circles. The Pisces woman drifts like a silk ribbon through dream and desire, mysterious, romantic, and elusive. Her gaze hides oceans, and her heart, despite its softness, contains whirlpools you may never escape. She is the ocean in human form, seductive and serene on the surface, yet capable of stormy tempests beneath. To understand her darkness is not to judge her, but to see the full constellation of her spirit. And as we dive deep into her shadow side, leave your date of birth and zodiac sign in the comments below. Let's see which currents pull you under. The pitching woman doesn't always seem powerful at first glance. She glides rather than walks, whispers instead of shouts, and listens with eyes that seem to already know your secrets. But beneath her gentleness lies a sharp, often unyielding will, one that, when challenged, may rise up in unexpected, commanding waves. At her worst, she becomes a silent ruler in her kingdom of feelings, craving control over both people and outcomes. If someone steps out of a line or threatens her sense of emotional safety, she won't hesitate to assert herself, sometimes with quiet manipulations, other times with blunt demands. She can be queenly and exacting, expecting loyalty without question. And if that loyalty falters, her reaction can be fiery and chaotic. Don't be fooled by her poetic nature, Pisces. Women can also be deeply possessive. Their love, while soulful, can twist into dependency. The fear of losing what they treasured, be it a person, a lifestyle, or a dream, can drive them to hold on too tightly to the point of suffocation. They often cling to partners with emotional cords, wound tightly around the heart, mistaking control for connection, and in their pursuit of emotional and material security, they may even become obsessed with appearances, comfort, or the illusion of perfection. Their need to feel complete can lead to unexpected conflicts and emotional whirlpools that seem to rise from nowhere. Make sure you're subscribed to Arcana of Pisces, because uncovering the shadows helps us better embrace the light, and there's much more to explore. Hit that button now and sail with us through every tide. Pisces women often wield words like spells. When balanced, is a gift of intuition and empathy. But when bruised or cynical, it turns cunning. In this darker place, they may charm not to connect, but to gain. Their intellect can turn calculating, their emotions theatrical. They might build emotional traps with their stories, half-truths cloaked in sensitivity, lies whispered beneath layers of romanticism. Their need to be seen as perfect can become an obsession. And when that ideal slips out of reach, they may deflect, blame others, or simply vanish in a cloud of excuses. Yet, it's not always malicious. Often, it's rooted in pain. Pisces women are incredibly sensitive, but when overwhelmed, they protect themselves by constructing illusions, even if it means deceiving others. Their emotions run so deep that they sometimes mistake their own fantasies for reality. And when faced with disappointment, their jealousy can sharpen like coral. If someone threatens their shine, even unintentionally, the Pisces woman may respond with subtle competition or quiet sabotage. Insecurity wears many masks, and hers is often hidden behind a smile and a gentle voice. If you've ever known a Pisces who seemed to drift above judgment, yet delivered it with a velvet edge, you're not alone. The darker side of her self-image can become haughty, even grandiose. She might behave as though the world should bend around her moods and desires. She can speak with spiritual wisdom in one breath, and in the next deliver cutting truths without care for how they land. This blend of empathy and ego can confuse those around her. You may not know whether she's lifting you or putting you in your place. Sometimes she's doing both at once. This is a good moment to gently tap that like button. If you re-feeling the emotional currents of this exploration, energy flows where attention goes and your engagement keeps our journey alive. One of the most surprising traits in a Pisces woman is how sudden her temper can be. Though she often comes across as calm or dreamy, the buildup of internal emotion can explode in a flash. Her anger is not loud for long. It's quick and piercing, like a sting from a jellyfish, and just as swiftly she returns to her serene self, leaving others wondering what hit them. This volatility often stems from anxiety or the sense that the world is too much, too fast. When she can't find a clear path, she retreats or reacts. Her selfish side isn't always loud either, but it can be cutting. A Pisces woman might wrap herself in martyrdom to hide the fact that she is chasing her own desires first. In relationships, she may seem devoted until she suddenly disappears, following the pull of her own dream. Empathy is natural to her, but when her darker instincts take over, she loses that connection and becomes wrapped in her own emotions, blind to how others feel. If something doesn't serve her growth, she may abandon it, even if it hurts someone who trusted her. And while she often speaks of love and intuition, she can also be deeply stubborn. The shadow Pisces holds on to fantasies, even destructive ones, and will swim in circles before admitting she was wrong. Pride clouds her ability to. She may tell different stories to different people, playing roles like an actress in her own romantic drama. What seems like warmth can, at times, be amassed to confuse, distract, or manipulate. She reads emotions well, not always to heal, but sometimes to control. The deeper wound of the Pisces woman lies in her fragility. Her ego, though soft on the surface, can be pierced easily. A single perceived insult may spiral into fury or tears. When scorned, she doesn't always retreat. Sometimes she strikes back quietly, cleverly, and with intent. She remembers everything, especially the slights, and her form of revenge may come veiled in poetry, silence, or scandal. Her passive nature turns active in the shadows, and she'll do whatever it takes to restore her wounded pride within. If it means burning bridges behind a curtain of fog, trust, too, becomes a fragile dance with her. When the darker tides rise, Pisces women may bend the truth not always to harm, but to soften reality or craft the story they need others to believe. A white lie becomes a veil, exaggeration becomes her shield. And while her lies may seem harmless at first, they can accumulate, weaving a world where authenticity is hard to find. Her challenge is in discerning truth from illusion, not just for others, but for herself. And then there's love. For the Pisces woman, love is the moon pulling at her tides. She longs to be adored, understood, cherished, and when that love is absent, she may seek comfort in fleeting moments. Lovers who feel like home for a night. Fantasies that mimic intimacy. Her sensuality is deep and artistic, but when it's misaligned, she may confuse connection with escape. This is when she becomes untethered, chasing desire like a mermaid chasing the glint of treasure on the ocean floor. Love and sex are not separate for her, they swirl together in her soul. And when she's lost, she may offer both too freely, searching for something she can't quite name. At her darkest, the Pisces woman plays the role of the innocent wide-eyed, wounded, and wondering how things fell apart. But often, she knows more than she lets on. She may feign confusion to avoid confrontation or pretend not to notice the damage she caused. It's her way of protecting herself from the weight of emotional responsibility. But beneath it all, her spirit is still yearning for love, for meaning, for peace. Understanding the shadow side of a Pisces woman is not about judgment. It's about seeing the full ocean, its calm and its storm, its beauty and its danger. She is not one thing. She is a tide that shifts, and once you love her, you may never fully come back to shore. So if you found truth or recognition in these waves, let your energy flow like this video and let others find this message. And before you drift away, subscribe to Arcana of Pisces for deeper dives into the soul of the zodiac.